Football enthusiasts, welcome back. We're delving into the shadowy side of football today, looking at curses that have dogged and finally destroyed some of the sport's most brightest prospects. These curses, which range from mysterious drops to terrible injuries, have impacted the sport we love. Football, often hailed as the beautiful game, is filled with moments of brilliance, triumph, and unforgettable glory. Yet woven into its rich tapestry are tales of misfortune, eerie coincidences, and mysterious curses that have allegedly ruined the careers of even the most talented players. These stories of curses add an intriguing, if somewhat chilling, layer to the sport, suggesting that there are forces beyond skill and strategy that can influence the fate of footballers. To ensure you never miss out on our engaging football content, hit the subscribe button and enable notifications before we get started. The injury jinx. We start our investigation with the eerie injury jinx, a shadowy figure that has dogged many a football career. While many players accept that injuries are an unavoidable aspect of the game, some appear to be cursed and suffer from them much too frequently. These injuries, which can range from serious ligament rips to chronic muscular strains, not only keep athletes off the pitch, but also undermine their self-esteem and skill set. A young striker who made a splash on the scene with amazing technique and a flair for scoring goals is one famous example. Nevertheless, a string of knee problems derailed his bright career, requiring extended periods of recuperation and keeping him out of action during pivotal moments. His injury jinx raised doubt on his endurance despite his evident talent, which resulted in wasted opportunities and a career trajectory that fell short of its once sparkling promise. The injury curse is a sobering reminder of how fleeting football careers are and how erratic physical setbacks may be in a game where milliseconds can mean the difference between victory and defeat. The managerial hex. Going on, we discover a labyrinth of intricacies that have destroyed numerous football careers when we examine the curse of the managerial hex. A manager's influence over a player's growth and possibilities inside a squad is significant. However, a player's trajectory may suffer greatly if partnerships fail or views diverge. Consider a gifted midfield player who flourished under a specific manager's tactical approach, only to witness a dramatic decline in their performance when a different manager assumed control. The player was marginalized as a result of the collision of playing philosophies and styles, and they struggled to reclaim their previous glory and find a spot on the squad. This curse affects entire teams and organizations, not just specific players. A management change may set off a chain reaction that results in discontent among the players, a decline in morale, and a decline in output. A player's career trajectory can be significantly impacted by the delicate balance of player-manager relationships, as the managerial hex serves as a clear reminder. The transfer troubles. Moving on to the curse of transfer issues, we find ourselves in a world where opportunity and ambition can occasionally collide in unexpected ways, with potentially career-altering outcomes. In football, players frequently move teams in search of fresh challenges or teams trying to bolster their rosters. But not every move goes as planned, and players may experience uncertainty and frustration due to the curse of transfer problems. Think about the scenario of a highly anticipated and exuberant star striker who made a high-profile transfer to a famous team. But the athlete found it harder than anticipated to adjust to the new style of play, the language barrier, or the strain of living up to the high transfer fees. These transfer problems underscore the difficulties of successfully navigating the transfer market by having an impact on a player's mental and emotional health in addition to their performance on the pitch. The story of the curse of transfer problems serves as a warning, showing us that starting a new football trip requires serious deliberation and that things aren't always better on the other side. The media malediction. Examining the phenomenon of media malediction, we come across a ubiquitous influence that has the power to mold public opinion and have a significant effect on football careers. Football players are always under the microscope from the media because of their on-field exploits, personal life, and performances. But when the storyline in the media becomes sensationalized or negative, it may create a poisonous environment that impedes player growth and puts a lot of pressure on them. Consider a gifted young midfield player who attracted notice for his abilities on the pitch, but was caught up in off-field dramas that the media accentuated. His ability to play football was obscured by the constant criticism and sensationalist headlines, which caused him to get distracted and lose focus. Media malediction creates a difficult environment where managing media relations becomes just as important as perfecting the game itself. It not only affects individual players, but also team dynamics and fan perceptions. This course emphasizes how important it is to have mental toughness and resilience in the face of media storms that have the power to make or break a football career. The off-field distractions curse. Delving into the world of the curse of off-field distractions, we find a host of difficulties that have the power to ruin even the brightest football careers. Players have a wide range of personal and professional obligations off the pitch, and when these distractions are too much, it can negatively affect their concentration and performance. Distractions such as personal or legal problems can take up a player's time and energy, making it harder for them to perform well on game days. Examine the instance of a gifted goalie who, despite his outstanding on-field exploits, became embroiled in a legal battle off the field. His mental health suffered as a result of the ongoing strain and preoccupation caused by the court case, which eventually had an impact on his performance in pivotal games. The off-field distractions curse emphasizes the value of keeping a healthy balance and properly handling outside pressures by serving as a sobering reminder of the connection between professional achievement in the high-stakes world of football and one's personal life. The fan backlash curse. As we venture into the domain of the fan backlash curse, we encounter a formidable force capable of profoundly influencing the course of sports careers, because they provide the sport continuous support and enthusiasm. Fans are its lifeblood. On the other hand, a hostile atmosphere can be created when a player's choices or actions draw criticism from the crowd, which can have an impact on player morale and performance. Players might experience emotional exhaustion due to the curse of fan backlash, which includes both social media backlash and booing during games. Imagine a seasoned defender who committed a high-profile error during a pivotal game, sparking intense criticism and fan anger. The player's confidence was damaged by the heavy criticism and scrutiny from the fans, which also disrupted their bonds with teammates and the organization. The fan backlash course demonstrates the fine line that must be drawn between fan expectations and player accountability. It also shows how public opinion may affect player morale and eventually impact a player's football career. Football is filled with tales of triumph, talent, and tenacity, but it also harbors stories of misfortune and mystery. The curses that allegedly ruined football careers add a fascinating, if somewhat eerie, layer to the sport's rich tapestry. These stories remind us that despite rigorous training, strategic planning, and raw talent, there are elements beyond control that seem to shape the destinies of even the greatest athletes. Whether you believe in curses or attribute these tales to coincidence and superstition, there's no denying the impact these stories have on the football community. They serve as cautionary tales and contribute to the rich folklore of the sport, sparking debates, intrigue, and a sense of wonder among fans and players alike. Thank you for joining us as we delved into the eerie and captivating world of football curses. We hope these stories have provided you with new perspectives on the unpredictable nature of the game. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights and stories from the world of football. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch, appreciate the highs and lows, and always remember that in football, as in life, anything can happen.